Hello, hello, hello. It is finally the holiday season. It is here. So for the past month or so, I have been checking in at the thrift stores, trying to find any goodies that I could. And honestly, it's been a little disappointing, but I did find a few really cute things that I am super excited about. And of course, I have thrifted holiday stuff in the years past, so I am really excited to sort of mix it all together and see what I've got. This week I will be decorating. I plan on sharing the process with you all next week. I do think it's going to be sort of like maybe a multi-part process. So sometimes I'm such a perfectionist that like I don't want to like share a decorate with me video unless I feel like, you know, the rooms are like completely done and like perfect and like ideally what I want them to be, and that's just not real life, and I know that. And so I am really going to try to just sort of push forward and just share my process with you all no matter where I end up. And I think we're gonna like have a couple videos probably this holiday season where we get to decorate together, but isn't that just more fun to do it all together over time? So anyway, let's get to the fun stuff. I will share with you the couple things that I did get while thrifting. I'm gonna start with one that I was not expecting to find, but is so cute. And maybe it's not specifically holiday themed for sure. I actually have found I'm not like somebody who loves like super holiday sort of stuff. I love something that's like a little bit more neutral, a little bit more just like wintry. So anyway, first, how adorable. It is actually a candle. You see the wick? Isn't that so weird? I don't know why it's a candle because it's just cute as is. And it's like definitely older. I can't quite tell. And it's so funny. When I saw it in the thrift store, I thought, part of me thinks it's maybe a little bit creepy, like maybe just a little bit, but part of me is like, Anthropology would so sell something like this, right? Like this is so anthro. So I just couldn't pass it up, and it was literally, still got the tag on it, $1. Cannot beat that. So stinking cute. I'm even kind of thinking it would be really cute to maybe get some moss and, you know, have her sitting in the moss or something like that. And I feel like that still feels like wintry and holiday-ish, but it's not like, whoa, Christmas in your face sort of a thing. Then I found this lovely little star, plug-in star. I haven't plugged it in yet to check it out to make sure it like lights up, but I can't see any reason why it wouldn't. And it is plastic, it's not glass, but that's better, right? Because goodness knows that I would break it if it were actually glass. But this ended up being $2. It ended up being $2. So the top of it is kind of like somebody just like put some electrical wire up there. So I'm thinking I ordered some really pretty velvet ribbon. So I'm just going to use some hot glue or something like that to attach some ribbon and sort of like clean up that top piece. But I'm thinking this would be really cute hanging above my sink. Although I'm kind of debating between whether or not to hang this there or to hang a wreath up there, because in case you don't know, my kitchen kind of has these shelves on either side, and so like the sink has this nice spot in the middle, and I kind of have specifically left that open and not put up art because I want to be able to change that out a lot. And so I'm either going to put the light up there or I got a wreath. And if you're thinking, wow, that's not much of an exciting wreath, it's not. I'm thinking that if I do a little baby DIY to this and sort of spruce it up, that you won't even really be able to tell whether it's like an old wreath or a new wreath. So I thought that we could find a way to sort of elevate this with a little DIY. So I went ahead and bought just a few tiny bunches of other faux like leaves and stuff like that. And I thought like mixing those in with all of this and then maybe giving it all a nice little coat of faux snow to kind of like blend it all together would be really nice. And then I also have dried oranges that I made last night, and I thought we could experiment with mixing those in and then maybe finishing it off with like a nice big bow. It's going to be an experiment. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with it yet, but my whole point is taking this $3 wreath and hopefully elevating it and making it something that's really cute that I love, and I didn't have to spend a ton of money on or get something that is just gonna end up like in the landfill in a couple years. So excited to give that a try. So I think that's what we're gonna do next. So I started by fluffing up all of the branches. I feel like you really can't get a sense of how a wreath really looks until you fluff it up. So I fluff it up real good, and then I'll usually kind of push it back down just to get them a little bit more tame. And then I grabbed these faux greenery random pieces from Walmart actually. I had popped in there and I saw that they had a few pieces and they were cheap. They were like $2 a piece. So I trimmed the edges on those and I just started kind of filling in spots. I thought of this wreath kind of in terms of being sort of a boring outfit where sometimes all you need is to sort of layer on a few things to make it a little more interesting. Next, I used this faux snow to kind of give it a faux-y, slightly flocked look. This is not flocking, however, it has that look to it. I wasn't sure at first how long it would need to set, but it actually needed to set for like 6 to 8 hours, so I ended up leaving it overnight. A lot of the inspiration I pulled had these big romantic bows on the wreaths, so I wanted to try that, and so I used this frayed silk ribbon that I had just gotten off Amazon, and I just did a really loose long bow, and I kind of just left the tails so that I could cut them later once I hung it up. I also tried adding some of the dried oranges I had made to the wreath, but honestly it just felt like it didn't need them, so I ditched those. Once I got it all hung up, I went ahead and trimmed the ribbon. I just cut them at an angle, and I just eyeballed how long I wanted them to be, and that was it. I am honestly so in love with this. I did not expect to like it as much as I do, but it is making me so happy seeing it in my kitchen every day. I hope you are having a lovely week. I will be back next week decorating the rest of the house for Christmas, so I hope to see you then.